Welcome to Nassau Yacht Club in the beautiful Bahamas for the Star Sailors League final. Today saw the climax of this stellar regatta, and there were a few surprises along the way as the quarterfinals, semis and finals were sailed off the east coast of Nassau in perfect conditions. The quarterfinals saw 10 boats battling around the track, including 3 VIP guests, Finn specialists Giles Scott, Ivan Gaspich and George Zarif, who had all blown away some big names in star sailing to make the cut. Four teams were blown out of the quarters: Gaspich and Sitchich, Staniek and Olason, Negri and Lambertengi, plus Polgar and Coy. All these dudes, class acts in sailboat racing. Reigning Olympic gold medalist Freddie Loof, sailing with his old friend and crewmate Anders Ekstrom from Sweden, then joined the party, having won the 9 qualifying races over the first 3 days of the championship. They finished third in the semi-finals, with the young gun George Zarif from Brazil sailing with Henry Björning, pulling out a sensational second, an incredible result for a Finn specialist. Americans Mark Mendelblatt and Brian Fati nailed the semis with a decent lead to cross the line first, picking up their flying form from days 1 and 2. The reigning Finn world and European champion Giles Scott from Britain with Stevie Milne were knocked out, heads held high to get this far, with Xavier Rohart and Pierre-Alexis Ponceau from France, plus defending SSL final champions Robert Scheidt and Bruno Prada, down the pan, as they say in sailing. This is sport, and this was the biggest shock of the tournament, the pre-event favourites not making the finals.
We had a good start, but unfortunately we didn't sail a very good race. We still had a chance at the finish to catch Mateus and make the final, but we missed by a few boat lengths. Well, that's it. You know, it's close racing, and there's a few details that you have to, you know, nail. And today wasn't our best racing. You know, we didn't manage to sail as well as we wanted.
In the finals, Zarif and Björning blasted off the line like cowboys in a shootout. George Zarif is a raw talent to look out for in sailing. Fearless, brilliant, gifted and determined, according to his countrymen competing here. And these include 5 times Olympic medalist Torben Grael and 5 times Olympic medalist Robert Scheidt. Sailing is Brazil's most successful Olympic sport, and Zarif is destined for greatness. For a race of 3 laps around the track, it was astonishing how close these teams were at all the top marks and all the bottom marks. This was a breathtaking display of sailing proficiency under pressure. For most of the race, Americans Mendelblatt and Fati controlled the opposition. Then at the final top mark rounding, Polish pair Kuzniewicz and Zicki sneaked into the lead. Sensational stuff. Then a full-on downwind drag race kicked off for the finish line. This was as good as it gets in sailboat racing, with the Americans, Poles, Swedish duo of Loof and Ekstrom battling for podium positions every inch of the way. Then from the back of the pack, Zarif and Björning charged back into the game, so close to podium glory. Mark Mendelblatt and Brian Fati finally aced this championship, crossing the line first, taking a wad of American greenbacks, $40,000 back in their trouser pockets for a fine old Christmas needs up in the US of A. No wonder they were happy. Swedes Freddie Loof and Anders Ekstrom crossed second, a hair's breadth ahead of the Poles Kuznierovic and Zitsky. Wow, how close was that? Then Zarif and Buening followed, fourth overall in the Star Sailing finals. Well done, gentlemen. That is a respectable result.
Oh, it's great. I mean, we had good speed all week. Yesterday was an off day for us on my part tactically, and we just talked to each other about it, decided we're going well, let's just keep doing what we're doing, not change any of our settings or tuning or anything like that, and go out and try a little harder tomorrow, and that's what we did, and it paid off. It worked.
I mean, first of all, I'm so glad to sail with Anders. We haven't been together for 6.5 years, and it's just a pleasure to be here. And I think everything is really well organized. The racing is good, and the wind is beautiful, and yeah, everything is good. And then we had some awesome sailing together.
From the USA, Mr. Mark Engelblatt and Ryan Murphy.